12 fighters enter, none fight alike, one carries a net, another wears a tank, one brings 2 swords, one starts on horseback, one arrives by chariot, women enter too, even archers appear. Rome designed every mismatch, heavy against fast, sword against spear, shield against net, armor against oxygen, speed against protection. One mistake changes everything. But who wins? The strongest, the fastest, or the strangest? Meet the Murmillo, meet the Thraex, meet the Retiarius, meet his hunter. The Secutor, this was sport, this was theater, this was engineering, and Rome watched. Let the gates open. First, forget equal weapons. Romans preferred engineered contrast. Every style had strengths. Every strength created weakness. Armor stopped sharp steel, but armor trapped heat. Shields controlled close distance, but shields slowed turning. Spears ruled longer distance, until opponents rushed inside. Romans classified styles as armaturae. Each demanded specialized practice. Fighters learned particular matchups, like brutal human chess, yet classifications kept changing. Centuries altered names and gear. Provinces added local traditions. Ancient evidence remains incomplete, so we will cover the best attested major types. Begin with Rome's enemies. Early shows reenacted conquest. The Samnite represented Samnium. He carried a scutum, a tall rectangular shield. His short sword delivered thrusts. One greave guarded his shin. A plumed helmet towered. Decoration made him recognizable. His equipment felt Roman. His name felt foreign. Then politics changed everything. Samnites became Roman citizens. The insulting label disappeared. The Murmillo inherited heaviness. Picture a moving fortress. One huge curved shield, one short stabbing sword, one armored sword arm, one protected lower leg, and one enormous helmet. Its grill guarded everything, including vulnerable facial openings, but safety demanded payment. Peripheral vision became terrible. Fresh air became precious. Heat gathered under bronze. So the Murmillo advanced. Patiently behind his shield, he wanted close range. Then one decisive thrust. His famous opponent, usually the agile Thraex, sometimes the spear-bearing Hoplomachus. Thraex meant Thracian, another conquered identity weaponized. His shield looked tiny. That was deliberate. The small Parmula moved quickly. High greaves compensated below. His helmet offered protection, often beneath a griffin, but his signature weapon was the curved Sika. Straight shields expect straight attacks. The Sika curved around them. It threatened backs and sides. Against a Murmillo, mobility became survival. Circle the larger shield. Force the heavy helmet turning. Attack from bad angles. Never accept a shove. One corner meant disaster. Hoplomachus echoed Greek soldiers. His main weapon reached farther, a long thrusting spear. His round shield stayed small. High greaves covered both legs. A helmet protected above. A short sword waited, because spears could break or become useless nearby. Against the Murmillo, distance was his advantage. Jab before the shield arrives. Retreat before the sword. Repeat until weakness appears. But miss one step, the fortress crashes forward. Your spear becomes awkward. Your tiny shield suffers. Suddenly, Greece feels distant, and Rome feels close. Then Rome removed armor, almost all of it. Enter the Retiarius, the arena's strangest silhouette. No helmet, no shield, no heavy greaves, just speed and reach. His trident kept distance. His dagger handled emergencies. One armored sleeve helped, a shoulder guard protected. His net created chaos, not guaranteed entanglement. Even a missed cast could distract or obstruct. Sometimes he kept it, sometimes he abandoned it. Then the chase began. The Retiarius needed space. He probed with trident thrusts. He exhausted heavier opponents, but lacked facial protection. One trapped escape route, one successful shield charge, and speed stopped mattering. His perfect enemy awaited. Secutor means pursuer. His job was simple. Hunt the Retiarius down. His equipment answered the net. The helmet stayed smooth. No broad decoration snagged. Eye holes remained extremely small. Trident point struggled entering. A large shield advanced. A short sword finished. Every feature helped pursuit. Every feature also punished him. Tiny eye holes narrowed vision. The sealed helmet heated. Breathing became harder. So time favored the netman. The Secutor needed pressure. Close distance immediately. Pin him near barriers. Avoid the circling trident. Survive the flying net. Then enter sword range. It looked like contrast. It worked like machinery. One fighter fled deliberately. The other chased desperately. Provocator means challenger. He broke one major rule. He fought his mirror. Provocator faced Provocator. Both carried large shields. Both carried short swords. Both wore protective helmets. Both guarded one leg, most unusually chest armor. A small breastplate protected. Now advantages looked equal, so technique became visible. Who controlled the shield? Who managed exhaustion? Who created openings? No exotic matchup helped. No equipment excuse remained. Just two similar systems, testing two different humans. Rome enjoyed that too. Next came the Eques. His entrance began mounted. A horse changed everything. Height improved spear attacks. Movement transformed arena space. The spectacle gained speed. Equities fought other equities, usually in matching equipment. Their helmets featured broad brims. They wore short tunics. Their shields stayed manageable. Spears opened the encounter. Swords waited for later. Ancient images suggest dismounting. Then combat continued below. Horseback skill created drama. Losing balance created danger. A fallen rider looked vulnerable. A grounded horse complicated everything. Even cavalry became theater. Chariots brought greater spectacle. The Essedarius supplied them. His name referenced war chariots, especially those associated with Britain. Romans remembered foreign tactics, then repackaged them theatrically. Precise equipment remains uncertain. Evidence is frustratingly thin. He likely fought around chariots, possibly throwing weapons first, possibly continuing on foot. Speed thrilled the crowd. Wheels multiplied the risk, but confident reconstructions mislead. Mystery belongs in this story. Dimachaerus carried two blades, one in each hand. That sounds unbeatable. It was not. Two swords meant aggression. Rapid combinations became possible. Attacks arrived from either side. But one thing vanished. A proper shield. Defense demanded movement instead, or parrying with steel. Surviving required exceptional coordination. Sources reveal few details. Reconstructions therefore vary widely. The concept remains terrifying. Yes, Rome fielded archers. They were called Sagittarius. The bow changed distance before swords could threaten. Arrows already cross space. Some images show helmets. Some suggest protective armor. Exact matchups remain uncertain. Perhaps archers faced archers. Perhaps specialized scenarios followed. Evidence cannot settle everything, but the appeal is obvious. A familiar arena transformed into a deadly shooting lane. Now cover mattered differently. Then came living iron. Roman writers mentioned Crupellarius. Gallic fighters completely armored. Their protection seemed impenetrable. Their movement seemed painfully slow. Imagine armor everywhere. Now imagine summer heat. Blades struggled against them. Exhaustion did not. Tacitus describes their clumsiness and their resistance to blows. Were they standard arena regulars? Probably not like Murmillones. The evidence comes from revolt, so label them cautiously. Spectacular, real, and unusual. Women also fought publicly, not merely in legend. Ancient texts mention them. Surviving art shows them. One famous relief preserves two. Amazon and Aquilia. Those were arena names. Both carry shields and swords. Neither created a separate class. Women used existing combat styles. Their rarity increased novelty. Elite writers often complained. Crowds apparently kept watching. Modern writers say gladiatrix. Romans used other descriptions. The modern label is convenient, but historically imprecise. Around 200 CE, Septimius Severus prohibited female combat. That officially barred participation, not their place in history. Now separate similar performers. Venatores hunted wild animals. Bestiarii also faced beasts. Their categories could overlap, but they were not. Standard gladiator armaturae. Condemned victims differed again. They lacked elite training. Pegniari performed comic combats, often with safer weapons. Retiarius suggests a lasso fighter, but documentation stays scarce. The scissor remains debated. Reconstructions show specialized arm blades. Certainty does not. Antibatai supposedly fought blinded. That popular claim is shaky. Gallus meant a Gaul. Its style later disappeared. Rare labels survive unevenly. Rome left no complete roster, so which type dominated? There was no universal champion. Matchups shaped every advantage. Open space helped speed. Tight corners helped shields. Distance helped spears and nets. Close range helped swords. Armor bought precious seconds, then demanded energy back. Skill mattered most. Experience mattered more. And luck never disappeared. Defeat did not guarantee death. Trained gladiators cost money. Referees controlled the action. Defeat could mean survival. Excellence could earn freedom. Every helmet told spectators what battle came next, and Rome kept watching.